Welcome back. So, did you celebrate? I hope you did, and I hope you do, and I hope you keep on celebrating. I want you to celebrate everything that is magnificent about your life. Celebrate it with appreciation, celebrate it with gratitude, celebrate it with animation. The more you celebrate yourself, the more you celebrate the behaviors you love, the more you're gonna lock them in. And today, we're gonna talk about another way of locking in your behaviors, and it has to do with your reward systems. It has to do with the way the human reward systems work. So I'm gonna give you a little preview. Last year, I was out hunting with the Hadza people. And a kind of funny situation happened where I ended up getting separated from the main group, and I'm out hunting with the chief, and I'm running through the bush, and I'm actually kind of scared because I'm separated from the main group and I don't know how to get back to camp. And if I can't keep up with them, well, this isn't Disney. There's no meeting place. I'm stuck in Africa. And as I'm running through the bush and it's hot and we've done probably about 20 miles and I'm really beginning to worry about the fact that I don't have a guide with me and I don't know how to get back to camp, I suddenly had this out-of-body experience. I saw myself running. And I saw the chief in front of me and I saw the other hunters, and it was like I was watching it from afar. And I saw something that I knew, but that I'd never really properly understood. And that was the Hadza love hunting. I mean, they love it. They love it. And then as I thought about that, it's not just that they love everything about their lives. They really do. They love everything they do. They love singing around the fire. They love telling stories. They love lighting the fire. They love sitting around the fire. They love hunting. They love digging up stuff. They love climbing trees. They love harvesting honey. They love everything. They love storytelling. They love everything. And you know what's crazy about that? Here's why. Because their emotional feedback system, their neurotransmitters, their reward system evolved to help them navigate, survive, and have the best possible success in that environment. So that means that they are rewarded for being hedonistic. For them, hedonism is a survival strategy. Everything they do to pursue pleasure increases their chances of survival and genetic success. Done. That's a problem for us because we have the same pleasure systems that they have. But guess what? Our pleasure systems have been hijacked by Coca-Cola, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Nestle, and all the food companies and fast food companies and Hollywood and what have you. So we're in a place right now where we have a lot of activities that we do to pursue pleasure that are bad for us. Isn't it true? So what we want to do is take a little bit more control over conscious hedonism. We want to become conscious hedonists. That is, we want to understand our pleasure systems and use them to our advantage. There's a lot of different tools about that, but I'm going to share one powerful one with you today. And it has to do with the way you reward yourself with food, because you do, don't you? I do. Do you sometimes feel like you had a great day, you had a really great day, and so you deserve something, right? We do that. Now that's fine. There's two things we should consider. Are we rewarding ourselves with something that's good for us, that's functional, or non-functional? So the first thing we want to do is upgrade the reward. Upgrade the reward so that it is something absolutely functional. For example, if you had a great day at work and you want to have a pizza, but maybe have the very best quality that you can get. Maybe don't have cheese on it. Maybe have the very best quality non-processed meat. It's like maybe get a really conscious pizza and then reward yourself with it. Absolutely fine. But here's the thing. We very often reward other behaviors too, don't we? If we had a really terrible day at work, we reward that. I really deserve it. I need a donut. I need something, right? If we're sad, if we're depressed, then we reward our sadness and our depression. And I want to share something really powerful with you about that, and that is that any behavior that you reward is way more likely to be repeated. It's that simple. If a toddler is having a tantrum and screaming that it wants to sit in that seat instead of that seat, and you give in to that, you've just taught them that tantrums are an effective way to get what they want. If a toddler is having a tantrum because they want some food item and you give in to that, you've taught them, this is how I get what I want from the world. And by the way, have you seen any of the Karen or Ken memes around? Have you seen them? Full-grown people acting like toddlers, screaming at the bus, I want on the bus, I want on. Like, these are crazy people. There's videos all over the internet. The Karen and Ken meme, it's incredible. But you know what it really means? Those people are the adults of the toddlers that were fed the stuff when they're having a temper tantrum. I'm telling you right now, they were taught that tantrums are an effective way to get what you want. That's what they were taught. And so wait a second now. What about us? We do this to ourselves. We come home from work and we're like, oh, I had a really crappy day. If I just had some ice cream, I could feel better, right? And then we go have the ice cream, and what do? Just rewarded having a crappy day. And now your body learns, have a crappy day, get an ice cream. I'll tell you right now, kids, run along. skin their knee. Now, look, they're going to hurt themselves, kids are. And if you don't let them hurt themselves every now and again, they're never going to learn. So they skin their knee. Now, you've seen this happen. I know you have. Kid skins their knee. They get up and look around. What are they looking for? They're looking for a parent. If they see the parent, what are they going to do? And the waterworks are going to come flying. But what if they don't see a parent? They're going to get up and keep playing most of the time, as long as it's not too serious. Are you with me? And do you know why they're going to do this when they see their parent? Because their parent keeps coming up and giving them love every time they fall down and hurt themselves. And worse than giving them love, they give them a chocolate chip cookie. And now the kid learns that a chocolate chip cookie is an anesthetic. It's a pain reliever. And the kid learns that if I'm clumsy, I get more chocolate chip cookies. I mean, really? We want to pay attention to these things. And I'm using the parenting example because the truth is we're parenting ourselves all the time. If you reward your pain with junk, you're going to create more pain. So we don't want to do that. Depression, cure it with chocolate. No, no. Depression, cure it with asking for help and getting the help you need. Cure it with love, cure it with affection, cure it with people, cure it with solving the problems. But if you cure it with chocolate, remember what I said way back 5 weeks ago. Anytime you use a drug, anytime you use food as a drug to distract yourself from a pain, you're going to pay that pain back with interest. And so we want to be really careful about that. And we can turn it around. We can turn it around by doing the exact opposite. Sure, we want to have treat foods from time to time. Who wants to live their life without ever having ice cream? I'll be really clear. I never eat dairy ice cream or refined sugar sweetened ice cream. I don't do that. But I will eat dairy-free ice cream from time to time, responsibly sweetened. I don't want to live without that. But I'll tell you what, I don't reward my depression with it. I reward my best days with it. I reward my most productive days with it. Where I'm writing books, if I wrote 5,000 words that day, I can pretty have whatever I want. I reward the best activities. And so I want to suggest to you that you become a conscious hedonist when it comes to food. So what does that mean? It means, first of all, making sure we choose the best quality rewards, always. So if you're going to choose ice cream, choose an ice cream that isn't going to devastate your system. So you choose the best quality reward you can. If you need to have chocolate, well, don't eat garbage chocolate. Go get some really good natural cacao, properly sweetened without refined garbage in it, right? So that's the first thing, is upgrade your rewards. Second thing is, do not reward outcomes you don't want to see again. Don't reward depression. Don't reward sadness. Don't reward those things. Don't do that. And then the third thing is, do reward the stuff you want to see again. Do reward great productivity. Do reward fantastic days. Do reward phenomenal behavior. And if you do this with your rewards, you can change your whole life. This is not just about food anymore. It's about everything. So conscious reward systems, conscious hedonism, that's what today is all about. So as you move your way back into summer, if you're choosing to do that now or later, then I want you to think about that. When do you want to eat a few berries? When do you want to do that? Is it maybe you want to eat them not to reward yourself for procrastinating? Are you beginning to understand the practical reality of this? Because you and I both know that people will very often get bored while they're working, and then they're like, need to take a break, and then they'll go eat something. Well, hang on. If you do that, you're bored, you take a break, you procrastinate, you walk to the kitchen, you get the berries, you put those sugars into your body goes, wow, procrastinating is amazeballs. I got to do this all the time. No. Instead, what you do is you work through and you reward yourself for being productive. You change everything. So conscious hedonism, conscious reward systems. And tomorrow we're going to go back into the conversation about preemptive, proactive neutralizing of hungers. It's a very powerful topic. I'll see you then. Remember to engage in the Facebook group. We're in the final week now. And so this is a really great time to bond with, connect with, and really truly get to know some of the people that are in the group, and make sure you can maintain those connections afterward. You didn't do this alone. Why do after this alone? I'll see you in tomorrow's video.